G'day guys, I'm here today with Todd Gaster, wealth coach to some amazing people around the world. He shows you how to harness your mind to actually create the wealth and abundance and prosperity you want in your life. Anyways, this quick episode will show Todd will be talking about what he does and a few of the principles he uses to help people create more wealth, abundance, and prosperity in their lives. So on that note, over to you, my friend.
Thanks for having me, Joss. Hey, again, my name is Todd Gaster, and what I do is I specialize in the wealth, abundance, and prosperity mindset. Really helping you get out of your way so that you can live the life that you were designed to live. So one of the things, whenever I'm asked to talk about things, we end up talking about results because that's really what people want to change in their life. The results that they have aren't the results that they want, even if they're completely abundant, completely wealthy. There's always another level. There's always something else that they're looking for. And so if we look at what determines our results, the results are based on the actions or the behavior, our behaviors or our actions that we take. The actions and the behaviors that we take are based on the amount of potential that we tap into. And our potential is based on our beliefs, our programming, the meanings that we have centered around wealth, abundance, prosperity, money, budgeting, saving, sales, all these different meanings that we have. And that ultimately determines our results. And of course, then our results then reinforce our beliefs. Okay, does that make sense?
It certainly does. So you mentioned you actually had a principle of how this all ties in together, like the five core, things you were talking about. Can you elaborate on that a little bit more?
Sure, because what I talk about is the 5 steps to financial freedom, all right? And this goes based on the results that we were just talking about, the results, the actions, the potential, and the beliefs. Well, if you look at the beliefs, okay, we look at the 5 Ds. The first thing that you want to do is you want to define where it is that you want to go. You also want to define where you are. And when you know where you are and where you want to go, then you're able to see that there's a gap there. And what's preventing you from getting there. So you define where you want to go. Then you're going to discover what's preventing you, what's getting in the way, what's slowing you down. All right. We call these in the neurosemantics and so forth, we call these dragons. All right. So you define where you want to go, you discover your dragons, and then you destroy them. Okay. You destroy them by or maybe even slay them, okay, to get them out of the way. All right. Then once those are out of the way, then it's time to decide. And when you decide, people say, well, shouldn't I decide first? No, if you decide first, you are deciding based on those old dragons, those old beliefs, those old patterns that you used to be operating under. So you got to get that stuff out of the way to clear the runway and then decide. And then the fifth step, the fifth thing that we talk about is then you got to do. See, because deciding is not doing. If you have 5 birds are sitting on a wire and 4 decide to fly off, how many are left on the wire? Well, 5. Because deciding isn't doing. You've actually got to take action. So the 5 steps are define, discover, destroy, decide, and do.
Brilliant. Good, guys. I hope you got value out of that. If you want to learn more about the 5 Ds of creating an abundant lifestyle, reach out to Todd Gaster. His website is toddgaster.com. I'll leave that in the show notes. But thanks again. And Todd, it has been a pleasure chatting to you again, my friend.
Thanks for having me. Always a pleasure.
Perfect.